Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, The CD Collector. My name is Brandon. If you're new to this channel is about anything music related, mainly CDs, obviously. I'll talk about music news, album releases, and other little musical anecdotes and top 10 lists and so on and so forth. And also show off parts of my 4,600 plus CD collection. If this is something you may be interested in, please consider subscribing to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Today, I'm coming across with some music news that came across over the last few days. Got 7 or 8 articles I'm just going to briefly talk about, just kind of give you some up-to-date news in the music world. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with Queen. This just came out the other day. Queen sells recording and publishing rights for $1.27 billion. So they reportedly agreed to sell the recording publishing rights to Sony Music for a record $1.27 billion. It also includes name and likeness rights, potentially opening the doors to musicals, commercial, and film placements, merchandising, and also other money-making opportunities. The band's 2018 autobiographical film Bohemian Rhapsody earned over $900 million worldwide, so obviously Queen is still a big deal even today. Disney and Universal Music Group will permanently retain the rights to distribute Queen's records in North America, but the band's share of the royalties will now go to Sony Music. For the rest of the world, those rights are expected to transfer from current owners UMG to Sony Music in either 2026 or 2027. According to Variety, revenue from live performances is not included in the deal, so founding members Brian May and Roger Taylor continue to perform with singer Adam Lambert. Bassist John Deacon retired shortly after the 1991 death following this singer of Freddie Mercury. But it is the largest music rights sale on record, surpassing Bruce Springsteen's previous deal of $500 million in 2021. And also, Sony Music as well as reached a deal earlier this year, which Sony agreed to pay $600 million for half of Michael Jackson's publishing and recorded masters catalog. So, yeah, there were rumors about this potential deal circulating last year, and I guess they finally decided to pull the trigger. But anyway, Queen, lots and lots of money. That is flipping crazy. $1.27 billion. Another article. Willie Nelson. He's in is he 90 yet? He's old. 80s for sure. He's missing the opening run of the shows in the 2024 Outlaw Music Festival tour due to an unspecified illness. He's 91. Wow. 91-year-old country icon slated to kick off the tour Friday night, June 21st in Alpharetta, Georgia, alongside Bob Dylan, Robert Plant, and Alison Krauss. However, he won't make the first weekend shows due to doctor's orders, according to a social media post. Which does state, we regret to inform you that Willie Nelson is not feeling well and per doctor's orders has been advised to rest for the next 4 days. He's expected to make a quick recovery and join the Outlaw Music Festival tour next week. In the meantime, Lucas Nelson and the family band, along with a few guests, will perform a special set to include Willie's classics and other songs. Bob Dylan, Robert Plant, Alison Krauss, and Celeste will continue to perform as scheduled. So let's hope Willie makes a speedy recovery and can continue his tour. And let's see what else we got here. This is kind of cool. I'm a big hair metal fanatic. You'll eventually see that as I get my collection organized and I'll show off. I'd say of my approximately 4,600, I probably honestly have 5,000 CDs. I just don't have them all cataloged. I only have 4,600 and some change catalog at this time. So I'd say 1,000 plus of that is hair metal. You'll see all kinds of releases, rare releases, stuff you've never heard of that you might want to check out later on down the line. So stay tuned to the channel. In a related story into hair metal, Nothing But a Good Time book that was written. There's going to be a 3-part docu-series to explore the uncensored story of the Hades hair metal. And there were some wild times. And if you don't believe me, read Motley Crue's The Dirt. You'll find a lot right there. 3-part docu-series, Nothing But a Good Time, the uncensored story of 80s hair metal debut, will debut in Paramount Plus streaming service later this year. It is based on the book of the same name. Brett Michaels, Stephen Pearcy, Nuna Betancourt, and Dave Snake Sabo are among musicians who were interviewed for the program. So if you want to relive it, it'll be coming out later on this year. I probably should pick up that book, honestly. That's gonna be something that's gonna probably add to my want list. And it says Nothing But a Good Time series, directed by Jeff Tremaine, best known for his work on Jackass TV and movie franchise, and the 2019 Motley Crue's biopic, The Dirt. So there you go. So it's just gonna fall kind of right in line with that. So that'll be looking forward to later on out this year. There's no date scheduled as of yet, but it's gonna be on Paramount Plus. Um, Kind of sad news also related to hair metal. Dokken's postponing the European tour dates due to Don Dokken's standing health related issues. Hoping he makes a recovery. Dokken is one of my favorite hair bands from that era. Probably my favorite album from them is Under Lock and Key. So Dokken fans in Europe will have to wait a little bit longer before they get to see the band play live, since the group has just announced to be postponing the European summer tour dates due to physical issues plaguing its frontman, founder, and band leader Don Dokken. As per Setlist FM, Dokken's last concerts in Europe date back to 2018 when they played the Wacken Open Air Festival in Germany. Yeah, the following post was on their Facebook page earlier. This is just like a day or two ago. As with heavy hearts, we have to inform you that all scheduled Dokken European summer dates need to be postponed due to ongoing complications after extensive neck surgery and recently fractured ankle. Don will not be able to stand for prolonged periods of time nor travel overseas at this time. So let's just hope he recovers. I'd like to see Dokken's latest album. I think it's Heaven Comes Down is really received well by critics and fans alike. I like it. It's an excellent album. If you haven't don't have it yet, definitely check it out. But let's hope Don Dokken makes a speedy recovery. This was interesting. This is on Loudwire. I may link this story. 25 extremely rare and expensive tool things you can get on eBay. I'm not going to go through them all. I'll just briefly mention a few, but definitely was unique. Just skimming over this, going through a couple of things. One of the things you can get is a promo demo cassette tape. Asking price is $10,000. Looks like it's still sealed. It's a 4-song demo that was released by Tool Shed Music in 1991. Represents some of the first officially released Tool material. According to the listing, there were only 1,500 made under the 72826 catalog number, which spells Satan when dialing the number on a phone. Interesting. There is a Tool bath towel. The seller claims the towel smells good. It was snagged from a 2001 show in Dallas. They're asking is $359.99. Drumhead signed by the entire band for $8,000. It's a huge drumhead too. Official Tool newsletter from 1998. Contains book recommendations, info about ordering merch, and an explanation of why the band won't sign autographs. Asking price is $1,500 for this letter. That's a little crazy. Tool 1993 Tool wrench logo hat. Purchased at 93 show in Atlanta. Stored in a vacuum seal bag since 93 when it was worn home from the concert. Asking price $458. Some of these people on eBay are crazy. I sell on eBay. My store actually is linked below. It's mainly media, CDs, DVDs, cassette tapes. If you're interested, it's there. I don't ask outrageous prices for stuff like this. This is crazy. Safety vest. 8 different safety vests worn by Tool's road crew. It's just a regular safety vest. Well, it does say Tool local crew on it, though. Asking price is $400. So basically 50 a piece. Oh, what is this? We have an Am Jones signed 1x4 scale replica mini Gibson guitar for $1,125. Signed poster from 2017 show that's framed for $6,000. Some people are just putting up some stupid stuff. Not really seeing someone did. Stop motion creepy. So the prison sex sculpture from the Tool video, Prison Sex, is is up for sale on eBay. It's for $430. Actually, that seems kind of cheap, surprisingly. Billboard Music Award, 1993, Tool won Hard Rock Metal Best New Artist Clip of the Year. It's $500 for the award. It does have everything on there as far as Tool's name and everything, and what it was won for. That's kind of neat. Anyway, there's more. I may link the video if you're interested, but pretty crazy, all kind of stuff that is auctioned up on there. I have a couple more stories I just want to briefly go into. This one was kind of cool too. This also came from Loudwire. It talks about the 30 of the highest grossing rock tours ever. This is something that caught my eye, and I kind of wanted to check it out a little bit. We come backwards. Okay, I'll briefly run through. I'll briefly run through the 30. U2 Joshua Tree Tour is 40 million. Rolling Stones American Tour from 81, 50 million. Tia Tour Break Every Rule World Tour, 60 million. Genesis Invisible Touch Tour, 60 million. David Bowie Glass Spider Tour, 86 million. Bruce Springsteen Born in the USA Tour, 90 million. That's pretty crazy. You're talking back in those days. Tina Turner's really racked it up back then. Tina Turner Wildest Dreams Tour, 130 million. She's hired twice so far. Pink Floyd Momentary Lapse Reason Tour, 135 million. U2's on here quite a bit too, seems like. U2 Zoo TV Tour, 151 million. Eagles Hell Freezes Over Tour, 152 million. U2 Pop Mart Tour, 173 million. That's crazy how big they are. Rolling Stones Steel Wheels / Urban Jungles Tour, 175 million. Springsteen again Magic Tour, 235 million. Cher Living Proof Farewell Tour, 250 million. This was back from 2002. Pink Floyd Division Bell Tour, 250 million. Rolling Stones Bridges to Babylon, 274. We're getting through this. Rolling Stones Licks Tour, 311. Rolling Stones Voodoo Lounge Tour, 320 million. Good Lord. The Police the Reunion Tour, 358 million. Springsteen 2023 Tour, 379 million. I see why he's still playing. I'm not a fan of him, though. I'm really not. He's just one of those artists that just kind of annoys me. U2 Vertigo Tour, 389 million. U2 Joshua Tree Tours 2017 and 2019, 390 million. Metallica Worldwide Tour, 430 million. This is going from 2016 to 2019. AC/DC Black Ice World Tour, 441 million. Roger Waters The Wall Live, 459 million. Rolling Stones No Filter Tour, 546 million. 1, 2, how many we are from the end? 3, 4. Okay, we're basically top 5. Rolling Stones Bigger Bang Tour, 558 million. Number 3, Guns N' Roses Not in This Lifetime Tour, 584 million. U2 360 Degree Tour, 736 million. And number 1, you probably wouldn't have guessed it. Elton John Farewell Yellow Brick Road Tour, 939 million. That's top 30 according to the article here on loudwire.com. 2 more articles, I believe, maybe. This one's really not an article. I just want to briefly touch over a couple listings that I may have actually missed in my other video. For the ones that just came out on June 21st, I am currently recording this on June 22nd. You're probably not going to see this for until a few days later, maybe a week later. But hard rock and metal albums that came out June 21st. I'm going to touch on a couple of them that I know I did not mention. We've got Black Veil Bride's Bleeders EP came out in Spine Farm Records. Calvaria Schizophrenia came out in Nuclear Blast. I believe I did mention Kitty Fire. That came out. It's their first album, I think, in 12 or 13 years. Marillion, an hour before its start live in Port Zélande 2023. Portrait called album's called The Host, and then the last one I actually missed that I actually may consider checking out myself, and my collection is Wage War Stigmata. So just briefly touch over a couple more releases from June 21st, and I've got one more article. I do. Last article, P.O.D vocalist Sonny Sandoval has a whole reggae album ready to go. He's a big fan of reggae music. He wrote and recorded a full-fledged reggae record during the pandemic lockdowns, and it's just waiting to release. Looks like he started all by himself at home because he couldn't go anywhere. So that's what a lot of artists did. When they couldn't do anything, they just started writing music. I mean, why not? It was intended for release a couple years ago, but got sidelined to prioritize the P.O.D.'s latest album. And it looks like it may come out. Hasn't decided yet and when it's going to release yet. It looks like he may release it as either an EP or a full record. So stay tuned, and we'll see if he gets anything out on that. And that's about all I got for news. Get anything else out of this? Consider subscribing to the channel if you like these stories. Greatly appreciate it. Click the like button, which does help me out with the video, and then click the bell for future notifications of other videos just like this. And just want to say thank you for your time, and I'll catch you guys all on the next.